Hey guys, Father Andre again, Vocation Director from the Diocese of Houma-Thibodaux. I want to talk very practically about the whole application process for diocesan priesthood. After you've probably been on this long journey of discernment and maybe sometimes short journey, maybe talk to some people, maybe talk to some priests, then finally it comes to the point where I need to go and meet with the vocation director. You know, God's putting the green light for priesthood in my heart, and everything is kind of lining up, and so I need to go speak with the vocation director. And guys come and talk to the vocation director at different points in the journey. Sometimes at the initial thoughts, they run to the vocation director, but oftentimes it's not until after there's been a lot of discernment. So you come to the vocation director, and we enter into a relationship. And then if we see that the Lord is giving you the green light, then we begin with you in the application process. And what does that look like? Well, practically, we get you to do a little bit of paperwork. But the paperwork is meant to guide your prayer and discernment. And so one of the things we get you to do is to fill out a call to ministry questionnaire. It's a bunch of questions where we ask you really intimate questions about just your desires and how you see this vocation that you're discerning. So, what are your hopes and dreams for the priesthood? What are your hopes and dreams for the church? How do you see that you could serve the church more effectively as a priest than maybe in another vocation? What is your prayer life like? What is your relationship with Our Lady like? Just all those things. How do you view celibacy, right? So all these questions, I remember when I was doing the call to ministry questionnaire, I really took a long time to really pray with it and meditate upon it. And I really just sought that the Lord would allow those answers to flow from my heart. Then we get you to write an autobiography. And we call it like a spiritual autobiography because what we're really interested in is what is the story of God in you? How has the Lord been a part of your life? How has he placed these desires on you? How has he called you to priesthood? How has your family and your friendships and the joys and struggles of your life contributed to where you are right now, desiring to enter into the seminary? We get you to interview with, we have a diocesan vocations committee, so some other priests, some other lay people, and they, from their own perspectives and their own vocations, talk with you about this call. Then we also get you to have some letters of recommendation. People who know you, priests, family members, teachers, give us just their thoughts about you and the qualities that they see in you to be a priest. One of the last things we do is we get you to go and to have an interview with a psychologist, which is important. It's something that we see really has a great benefit to just see where you are emotionally and in a health way, and if you have the gifts and aptitude to go into the seminary, which is not easy. And then the last decision, of course, is up to the bishop. The bishop looks at this whole process and looks at this whole journey that you've been on, and he makes the final decision if he feels called to call you to come to formal discernment in the seminary. In the end, when you go through the seminary and you get closer to ordination, he will also be the one who will call you to holy orders. It's so beautiful. As a priest, we share in the bishop's priesthood, right? We share in his mission of being an apostle to the local church. And so it would only make sense that he would be the one who calls us to work with him in that ministry of being a priest after Christ's own heart. I remember going through the application process, and it was a beautiful experience for me because I thought about priesthood since I was a little kid, but this really helped me to hone in on why do I want to be a priest? Now, that changed all through the seminary as I continued to grow and continued to journey with the Lord, but it gave me a great foundation to build upon as I went through the process of formation. So if you're thinking about the seminary, and especially if it's just an idea in your heart and something that won't go away, come and talk to the vocation director. Any vocation director in your diocese, I'm the vocation director for the Diocese of Houma-Thibodaux, and we'll walk with this process with you and help you to really ask those deep questions of what is the Lord calling you to. Praying for you and follow the Lord's heart.